the Justice Department has secured felony guilty pleas from the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange, Binance.
Actually, it's Binance.
Binance.
Binance. Largest virtual.
Binance.
Binance. And let me be clear. It's Binance.
Binance.
Binance. Council has discussed crypto regulations and legislations at length, and we have come to the conclusion that instead of regulating, we are going to ape a fat bag each into laptop and pump it to over $1,300,000,000,000,000,000,000,000 market cap. Let's fucking go, crackheads.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Morning Coffee. I got my coffee locked and loaded, ready to go, because we have to talk on this 1st of April about no jokes, but the honest truth of the indicators of Bitcoin and what it really says and means. And for that, we will have some difficulties today, as there is everything full of April Fool's jokes and fake news, so to say, but we'll get there. So let's have a quick live stream about that. Make sure to stay all the way through. So good morning to each and every one of you. I can see that the excitement is a little bit there on this green day, as Bitcoin is sitting at 83,282 right now. And make sure to smash up the like button here. And while you do that, I see Trucking Hank is here. Good morning, my man. The one and only that is here at every single stream. Patrick Bultman, also good morning to you. Welcome to the stream. Jasper Frank, hey, what's going on? Blaze Hayes every day is with the Guten Tag. And Pukal Jotric, Oitric, whatever. You had another name before, I remember that. I think that was a little bit different, but I know which name. Good morning, patient hodlers. Good morning to all the hodlers. Let's have a deep sip of coffee. There we go. Okay. Wow, that was a strong one. Okay, so let's talk about it. So, Bitcoin monthly closes in. The monthly closes in, and we are continuing as we want to see it after this bounce with some green. By the way, this can be a little bit more centered here. With more green after this bounce on the monthly, that is what we want to see, but it's not enough. We need to pump here to revert the indicators off to a better start. And yeah, so why are we green today? Well, green, but not that much volatility. We are anticipating the big day of Trump basically revealing his terrorist liberation day, as he is calling it. And if that turns out to be only slightly more bullish than it is anticipated by the market, then we might see some green here. Oh yeah, Luca, it was Luca. I didn't know if I can say it though, right? Because I mean, don't want to reveal your name here. But anyways, that is because the CME gap here had to close, right? I mean, it had already closed yesterday, but you see before there was a little CME gap here. That has closed. Now we have no open CME gaps to trend to, and that is interesting, right? Now we can do whatever we want in the market, and that we will see how the volatility plays out tomorrow, if we then have another red wick down or something like that. Let's look at the news in the hope that CNBC is not yet in the time zone to troll us. and it seems like it. Trump tariffs jolt Asian automakers. Toyota likely set for most pain. So Toyota going to really suffer here on these tariffs on automotive industry. But we will see. European markets also set to open positive in positive territory despite the tariff threat. EU inflation data is ahead, so maybe there is something better coming out, although I kind of doubt it after the US inflation data wasn't so good. So also here Australia, right? Australia central bank highlights global risks, keeps the rate steady at 4.1%. They are still very, very high, which is interesting, right? The rest of the news, more or less. Let's check out some of the things that very likely are not any fake news on this 1st of April. One is the US reverse repo facility that injects 400 billion stealth QE. We talked about stealth QE yesterday, and we can check it for ourselves. Let's see if this works on TradingView. Yeah, it works. Let's go. Okay, so there we go. We are pumping on this, and let's, by the way, let's do one thing. Okay, so this is on a daily. We should definitely have this on a weekly. Wait a second. Why does this look so crazy? What is happening? This looks different than what the heck? What is this? Oh, this is when it was drained to 0. Maybe we have to put it on a different scale. There we go. That looks better. I was on a logarithmic scale, so we could see the wild swing. Actually, logarithmic has one interesting part to it, and this is always when it gets like super hard drained, right? But here I think we can get more from this. So this looks like a bottom to me, right? We have to see if we take this out, but this is interesting, right? If this is hitting the market, this is the biggest since a long time, right? The biggest money, so to say, money printing since a long time, right? So that would be interesting. Now, the question is, if we overlay BTC, do we get anything from that? Why can't I can't overlay something here. I can't. Damn. Can I do it vice versa? Can I put this on BTC, vice versa? That should work. Okay. Is there any correlation is the question? Or no? Doesn't look like it, to be honest. Right? I mean, the money... If anything, it looks more like if the Bitcoin front ran this. So the question is this even good if this is going up? Because when this was pumping, this reverse repo was going like ballistic. That's the question. Or is this front running? Is this basically this front running the next bull market? I don't know. Yeah, but then we have a bear market at hand first, right? So I don't think we can really deduct much from that. Let's be very honest here. It's nice to show as a chart in itself, and hey, money is hitting the market, but that, or is this just printing money but then going to zero a good thing, right? Like here, because then it's like print money, go to zero means allocating, but here I don't know if they even allocated all of that, because here we see from this bottom it's like print money zero, print money zero, print money zero, print money zero, and then here is print or basically stocking up but not injecting anymore. Maybe that's That's the clue that we're looking for. So that is one of the things that either way, 400 billion is a lot of money, so we will see how it acts on the market. The other one is 735 million worth of Bitcoin bought by Tether. To be exact, 8,888. What is that? Why is the value? Here's the value. The value is even higher than this, right? No, here's the dollar value. Oh, that's 8,888 BTC that has been bought, right? Or is that the new reserve balance? I'm wondering because of the K, right? So the K really confuses me here, because otherwise that would be 8 million BTC or so. Yeah, so okay, so that's the Bitfinex hot wallet to Tether to the Tether reserve. Yeah, it should be 8,000 BTC or so, which then adds up to 735 million. Yeah. So the K is really weird. Do you think? Sorry, Jasper was first. Trump's kids mining BTC. That's good. The closest. Do you think, due to stagflation and financial crisis, the top is in? It's very hard to say, but no, I don't think so. And I will show you why. Because it would be very weird. So first, before I show this to you, here's a nice comparison between the 2017 and the 2025 cycle and our current dip. It's a bottom to bottom comparison, as it seems. But if we go through this bottom, we could see our last leg, and the question is when this is, right? This last leg, it could continue for months, right? Now, to the reason why I don't think that this is in is like, and I said it on the thumbnail, right? Every single indicator, right? Every single indicator says no top is in. Sorry, top is in, not bottom. So no top is in on Pi cycle indicator, pool multiple, Bitcoin rainbow chart, days of ETF net outflows, ETF to BTC ratio, 2-year MA multiplier, MVRVZ score that we are also looking at. They are all not hitting, right? Bitcoin bubble index, USDT flexible savings, RSI 20-day, altcoin season index, Bitcoin dominance, Bitcoin long-term holder supply, Bitcoin short-term holder supply, Bitcoin reverse risk, Bitcoin net unrealized, Bitcoin R hodl ratio, reverse hodl ratio, Bitcoin macro oscillator, Bitcoin MVRV ratio, and so on, right? There are 10 more. And here, what is it, like Bitcoin trend indicator? They all don't see a top. So either we create a new paradigm here, then we don't have to be angry with ourselves because no one can foresee anything like that, right? Or we're just not there yet. These are the two options, and you can't act based on the assumption that every paradigm, every pattern, every thing that has been repeated 3 times, that everything goes different. You can't invest based on that, right? That's just not possible. Otherwise, you can just also lean back and say, wow, if it's the top in the bear market, then I just keep accumulating, right? Or then I just sell everything, move away from crypto because it's not predictable. Yeah. So based on that, you cannot take any decision, right? So at least I would say, at least if we go to a top, some indicator has to flash, right? Yeah, I see this. This is actually what the market does to you. And you're not the first one, Blaze says every day, that I see today, that says that they need the money somewhere else and therefore probably needs to withdraw the crypto money soon. Right? That's what the market does to you. They are grinding it out until some people get shaken out. Yeah. What's the link to that page? The link is coinglass.com/bull minus market minus peak minus signals. But you can just put into Google bull market peak signals CoinGlass, then you also get it, right? So we'll find you that link. And this is something I'll just have this open all the time. Someone says, I've never seen people so stupid. Now everybody buy, it's a trap. Tomorrow will go down and you lose all your money. 4th of April it's going. We will see. I don't think it's that dramatic. I just think that we are in a super long bottoming phase and people are still feeling the quantitative tightening of the last basically years, right? I think that is the case. And also, if this situation pushes you out right now, then for the next, I don't know how many years, you will have also learned a lesson on how much you can really allocate, right? And when it's time to stop allocating and when it's time to take profit and so on. I think this is very important, right? So the question is, will this pump continue now? Because if it does, we will turn back up here on our TSI. If not, we are in for a bear cross, right? And then, yes, then I would call the bear market. But we're not there yet. We have 29 days of price action in front of us. And everything looks like a massive bounce. Let's not forget the bigger picture. Everything looks like a massive bounce on this level, right? We just need some volume and some momentum here for this to go up, right? If we fail and drop it to below this and close below this, yes, then it's over, right? Then it's over. Then I just keep DCAing into Bitcoin and increase my Bitcoin position. That is my strategy. I will be very relaxed about this because I don't need the altcoins for my daily doing, spending, whatever, living. I don't need the altcoins for that. I don't need Bitcoin for that, and I'll just follow my plan, right? So let's see what's happening. But I personally think that everything, and that is where I come back to, guys, don't forget global liquidity, right? Let's check this out here. This is not global liquidity, just to be clear. This is the reverse repo where we see when they print and then allocate something, right? But let's just go for global liquidity here. There's like 1 million comparisons. Actually, I know where. I think Quinton had one of these. I think these are the phases now where you just want to be steady, right? Where you just want to let things play out, because this is what people also had to endure in the last phase. Here, there we go. This one here. This is from Raoul Pal. He also retweeted it. This is the one and only chart that really matters, right? So we are bottoming. It doesn't matter the bottom is in, but we're in a bottom area. And we see here the global liquidity going up, right? Global M2 10-week lead, roughly. So we're also technically, and maybe we are already in this upswing again, right? People always act on emotion, and the big corporations know that, how we can fool the people they're playing with, not experienced people in crypto. Yes, and corporations, they usually have very deep pockets, right? I mean, they use, even if they use billions, they are never they're less likely to go over leveraged, just because they can play with more different things, right? Whereas if you are taking your savings or even a loan as a private person, that was too early in the morning. Where's the coffee? So then, right, that is how corporations can just be easier. And also, the people that take the decisions in the corporations not always are the ones that also have to pay up for it in the end. They somehow, yes, by switching the job or whatever, right? But not like everything. So I think this matters. And I think what is there to lose from this point to just wait a little bit longer, a couple of weeks longer, and this is what I do, not what you do, but what I do, and just see if this plays out, right? This is what I'm going to look for. And so the question is, you always have to be, in my opinion, in a situation where you can wait this longer, right? And you don't need this capital for another year or so, or another 2 years, or best would be you never really need it, but it would be a nice to have, right? So this is where I say, okay, let's put this really together. Like, I mean, let's cross-examine our bearish feeling here, right? Okay, so we have the global liquidity is going up. We're kind of looking to go up with it already. None of the indicators none are flashing top. And on Bitcoin, structurally, we are just looking at a retest on the massive inverse head and shoulders that we've already broken out of, and that we have successfully retested here, and where the first day of this month is green. Okay? Is there anything bearish in this per se, other than that we are down from all-time highs like 30% or so, which is kind of normal bear market behavior? And then we have concluded the first of 4 quarters. We have 3 more quarters to pump and conclude this bull market. Do you have an affiliate link for Vivi? No, actually not yet. Should I have one? Like, should I start with this? I don't know. So I did not look too much into that, because I wanted to see the app improvements before I recommend this to people, right? Because, I mean, the app needs to be fast and fun before I recommend. Yeah. So I don't know, but I still believe that there's more in this bull market. And I mean, this doesn't mean that, I mean, technically, like, the April could go on sideways like this, and it was just form this little dip, this little blip, right? We don't know. The closer says, thanks for your streams. What's your top prediction and price? It's here. It's up here, 138K or so, right? Bitcoin top, there it is. But to be honest, I mean, I could see everything between 120 and 180,000. This, I think, would be realistic in my eyes. Also, yesterday we have look at this Bitcoin rainbow wave, right? We have looked at the rainbow wave yesterday. I'm going to unclutter this, bear with me. There we go. So the Bitcoin rainbow wave, right? It has, how did we do this yesterday that it extends? 1 second. I don't know. This was technically going on higher, but the top of this wave is 138K, 83K. And by the way, also here, right? So this is the weekly now. We see that we are bouncing on the bottom band of this wave, right? So here's the 76K. Now the bottom band is already at 79,000. Can we wick out? We could, but it's very rare, right? It's very rare that we wick out. I think yesterday we saw it. The last wick out of the rainbow wave was, oh my god, I think it was here. This was super small wick. No, man, a year. In 2015, the wick went out of the rainbow wave. Okay, so there we go. Right now it extended. So according to the rainbow wave, this must be the bottom. Otherwise, this chart went to shit, right? So let's see how this plays out. So top prediction here is on 2nd of September. We have a long way to go, but why not? We could see a nice bounce here. Either way, this bottom will be at 87k or so in the peak, and then it will go back to the lowest point of 56, possibly lowest price, right? And yeah, so that is what we see for the rainbow wave. And guys, please don't stick to one indicator, so right? It's just not one indicator. But I don't think that particular we have that much reason to be bearish right now. Okay, I mean, we have seen everything from tariffs to I don't know, like a lot of things going wrong in the economy, with the inflation rate not being particularly good. Still, we are kind of, yeah, still okay-ish on that, right? And 30% drawdown, please, right? So 4th of April, Fed Chair Powell's speech and unemployment rate, right? These are the big ones that are coming in. So Liberation Day tomorrow, and then 4th is the Powell speech. These two events will send the market into some volatility, right? So we will see how this plays out. Since the inflation rate wasn't that good, we might see Powell and the Fed pause more, right? We might see that more. Hey, Green Lantern, what's going on? GM hodlers in the car, so safe drivings to you. And let's see, I'm 2 years in crypto, and I see a very clear pattern. What they say on the news is completely the opposite. They don't want the normal person, you and me, to get rich. The only thing they do is manipulating. Absolutely, you are very right. Yeah, guys, that's it for today. I'm running a little bit late. I just want to have a small stream without any 1st of April Fool's bullshit for you to go to. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, then smash up the like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel with notifications on to never miss out. And wherever you are on the world, have yourselves a great morning, evening, day, night, or afternoon. And I catch you in the next video or live stream. And just breaking, David, you mentioned Omi in the last interview, still bullish. Thank you for that, trucking hand, and see you in the next one. Bye.